Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look here at Filecoin. We're going to see what's going on. Just double check this guy here. We got to keep in mind Bitcoin dominance is high. Price of Filecoin, generally speaking, has been pulling back for the last 3 or 4 days. So we're going to talk about potential retracement areas. Obviously, this 0.382 FIL we've discussed previously could be one of our next legs down effectively for our fourth Elliott Wave effectively. So $88.50 as a round number is essentially that level. And keep in mind that was a key level resistance too, so it makes perfect sense. That could be a possibility for us. We'll double check that as well. So if you're new to the channel, welcome on board. I hope you can learn something today. CryptoCash.tech is the site if you want to become a better trader. CryptoCash, trade signals. We also have, obviously a trading university and phenomenal community here. I mean, you take a look at this here. We got excellent admins. Thank you to my admins too, Aussie, David, Michael, Mac, Mr. Anderson, you're all fantastic. Just super helpful with our community. We got some really good stuff going on over here. So super thankful for that. Congrats to our members here as well for a nice little patience there. Patience pays off. Got a good 46% on a 5x leverage trade for AVAX in 3 days. So again, good stuff there, folks. You gotta be patient. Market pays itself if you are once again just relaxing and taking it easy and not being too too stressed out. You shouldn't stress out if you're taking a trade, folks. That's all there is to it. Okay, so let's talk about Filecoin backend data here. Sorry, I just gotta get this pulled up here, kind of see what's going on. What we want to talk about here is pretty straightforward. The levels of liquidation that we discussed previously, it looks like they're still present, okay? So in other words, we take a look here. This is the last 7 days of trading. You can see that higher level there, about, just say round number $12, $11.90. And we also got, what, $11.50 as a close approximate for the next range. So the truth is there's not a lot of longs versus the amount of shorts. So just keep that in mind. That could incentivize the price action to continue higher from here. Now, is that a guarantee? No, but if Bitcoin can hold 72,000, sure, I think that's real likely. In fact, Bitcoin's showing a lot of strength today too. If you're not sure about that, double check and watch my video from earlier. I can tell you it's a pretty solid situation for Bitcoin. Okay, having said all of that, daily time frame here for Filecoin. This is where things get, I wouldn't even say interesting. This is pretty much just par for the course. Almost every single coin has the same quality here. There's mostly bullish signs on the daily. Okay. Now, when I say mostly, we do have stochastic swinging down for the second time here. That can carry more weight than the first. So keep in mind, we could see the price action pull back a little harder. But again, it's already kind of pulled back hard if you look at the candle wick. We'll talk about that in a minute here, but we got high money flow index and RSI just below 70. So that does imply we're just below key level resistance. We want to be mindful of that. But we're also in a situation where the MACD is losing some momentum, okay? So a lot of things here kind of just telling us the price makes sense to continue to progress sideways and down. But once more, we have this most recent high here at about 1065. And we'll draw that guy out a little bit further and just pay attention. The closure above that would be solid, giving us basically a situation where the price action hasn't broken lower than the most recent high. Okay, so recent highs turn into recent lows. That's how it usually works. So in this case here, closure at 1060 as a round number or higher, I think we're still going to be in pretty decent shape to see the price continue higher. Again, that's just based on the daily time frame. Do we take the daily time frame and use that as a end-all be-all for the rest of the day? No. That just tells us, generally speaking, we're in good spot, and we should be okay here for the price action to overall progress. But this is just setting a baseline. Look at the 4-hour time frame. This tells us a little different story. Solana has a very similar scenario here where it bounced off of 50 in the RSI, and it looks like it wants to retest that. Money flow index is right there close to it, but stochastic swinging up. These are generally favorable. However, we're treading water above the 20-day SMA. So as long as we can maintain that 20-day SMA here, we should be in good shape here, okay? Now again, obviously that's how it's supposed to work. Does it always work that way? No, but we are in a situation where we're above some key level resistances, we're above some key level supports. We're in pretty decent shape here. This 4-hour time frame looks pretty good. I don't love that we have a double top here, essentially, in a way, whereas the price action's rejecting twice there. So ideally, in a perfect world, I'm going to be looking for a closure at 1125 or higher today to consider a long position. It's generally what I'd be looking for. I don't see any distinguishable patterns here. MACD is still diverging, but it's losing momentum, so that's a good sign as well. So the truth is, this isn't like a perfect case scenario. It's just a positive scenario, okay? Again, there is a shift in momentum you can see, but they haven't played out yet, so we don't have any invalidations just yet to the upside. So if you have a long position open, you should be in pretty decent shape. However, this is where things do get a little interesting. The hourly time frame is telling us that we're losing momentum to the upside, and that this lagging span is kind of sort of getting rejected off this most recent point of control. So if we can see here 1123 as that level, solid chance that we can't close above that. We'll probably see further downside. But once more, we don't know yet, because even though we have good momentum to the upside here, and we're above the cloud, we're not really in prime position here to take a long, okay? So again, I don't like taking longs into resistances, such as this level here at 1125. I prefer to take longs after that resistance levels confirm support. Okay, so me personally, again, just going to wait until the end of today's trading day to see what the charts are looking like for this coin. I wouldn't like to jump in right now, even though we have mostly confirming factors to the upside. This still doesn't bode super well. The thing that is nice, of course, is that we did establish a higher high here. That's beneficial. So as long as we don't establish any kind of lower lows here, we should be in pretty solid shape to see it continue too. So I'd say just pay attention to that. I know it's easier said than done, of course, but again, once more, as a worst case scenario, if the price doesn't end up pulling back, 845 would be one of those price actions, or that level, right? I think we're a long ways from that. We have to lose some key levels first, such as this 1066 mark. I think 1065, 1066 is an important level to hold. We do not hold that, we could see a shift in momentum. So again, to me, confirming this uptrend would be a closure at 1066. To confirm a breakout, it'd be a closure, once again, a little closer to this upper level here, a closure somewhere in the 1120, 1130 range. Okay, so again, not perfect by any stretch, but certainly looking like it wants to continue. However, again, we do look at smaller time frames. We can also identify that this could effectively be our lower low or lower high for our current Elliott wave here. Okay, so we could very well see a lower low. That's why we want to wait and be patient and get confirmation first. Okay, I'd much rather take a long in the 850 to $10 mark versus jumping in right now and hoping for the best when Bitcoin pulls back to 69K, for example, and Filecoin is left pulling back pretty hard, because again, this coin is fairly well overextended in the overall big picture, so you do got to recognize that. And I just think that even though we have a lot of good signs here, more bullish signs in the larger time frames, these shorter, smaller time frames are not giving us good confirming factors. And what do you do in those situations, folks? You wait and you be patient. You don't force a trade. And heaven forbid the price continues to run, you miss your entry, you look for another one. It's okay, not a problem. I haven't taken a trade in 3.5 trading days since our avalanche trade, right? But dang near, we hit AVAX in 3 days, and we also hit our other trade that we took, which was SCI. We hit 37% in 3 hours. So again, the market gives and takes, but if you were patient, I can assure you, you'll get a lot more gives than takes. All right, thanks again for watching. Make sure you check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Highly recommended, link down below. They are saving our community in a lot of ways here to be able to provide no KYC, no VPN required exchange with leverage for US Canadian members. So use that link and you get some nice rewards here too. Check them out. They're awesome. Thank you again so much, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of the day. We'll see you next one. Take care.